This bearded dragon, one of my fave accessories. Welcome to Tori Tried and True. He likes to sit on my head and usually watch TV. Yeah, he watches like all my reality shows with me. Like we watch Housewives and Kardashians. And bearded dragons have this thing when they like something, they go like that. He has a favorite Kardashian. He loves Khloe, and he's always like, when she comes on the screen, right, bud? Like I'm a Kourtney. Like we're all like, right? Don't you do that? Like you pick a Kardashian. Like I'm like a Kourtney, and he's like, I'm a Khloe. Musa, who's your fave? He's like, Kim, duh. What's Tori Tried and True is I love animals. So welcome to my zoo. Thank you to Grove Collaborative for sponsoring this video. Grove Collaborative is an amazing online store that delivers sustainable products right to your doorstep. Love that. They make everything and life so much easier. And I love that they don't just have stuff for humans, they have stuff for pets too. Hi, Arthur. I don't just have a million kids, I also have a million animals. I have dogs, I have guinea pigs, I have pigs, I have chickens, I have bearded dragons, and I'm gonna tell you all about my favorite pets. So I'm gonna introduce you to a few of my pets. Hey bud. So this is Muso. You say hi. This is Muso McDermott. Follow him on Instagram, he just got an Instagram account. And this is Arthur. This is Arthur Bear Reynolds because he's my love child with Ryan Reynolds. No, I'm just kidding. He is a rescue dog. He's a senior rescue that we got a year ago. He was abandoned during the fires in Malibu, and we rescued him because no one really wants senior dogs, but they're the best when he remembers that he's with us. But Arthur, he's a little deaf too, but he's awesome. Grove Collaborative is amazing because they deliver everything right to your doorstep. And they don't just have stuff for humans, they have sustainable products for my pets, which I love. One of my favorite things they have is from Paw Sense Apothecary, and Grove carries this. It's the oatmeal mango waterless shampoo, AKA, you know how we use dry shampoo in between washing our hair? They have one for pets now. So you just spray it on them and then wipe them down with a cloth, and it keeps them fresh. Do you love it? He's like, what? My husband and I don't fight about much. We do fight about the dogs because he says that my dogs are not trained and I don't spend time potty training them, which may or may not be the case, but they do pee a lot. I am grateful because Grove Collaborative has this amazing stain remover. My husband only thinks they pee a little bit. He actually doesn't know how much they do pee. Shh, don't tell him, because this stain remover is a miracle worker and I love it, and it gets out the spots. Grove Collaborative has these amazing treats for pets, and they're actually upcycled ingredients with all these treats. These are lobster roll recipe, and it's from Shameless Pets, Arthur. And this is the Apple Noon Delight recipe. Again, it's all upcycled ingredients, which is awesome. Look, Arthur Bear. Ooh. You know you have kids that are picky eaters? I actually have one dog that's a picky eater. Shocking, I know. Arthur never likes any treats, and he loves these treats. Ooh. And they're kind of a guilt-free treat, so you feel good giving them to your pets. Click the link below or go to grove.co/Tori to start shopping. And if you spend $20 and are new to Grove, you get a free gift valued at $40. What are you waiting for? Oh my God, you like these. You really like these. It's his fave. This is my guinea pig. Her name is Mama Guinea Pig. And her story is I rescued her from Petco. I know those two don't go together, but what happened was I came into Petco and they said, if you want this guinea pig, we're giving her away. And she had 3 babies because someone bought her at Petco and then took her home and discovered she was pregnant already. I'm not sure how that works because they separate them all, but then returned her and her babies when she gave birth. So I was like, oh my gosh, I feel terrible for her and her baby. So I took them all in and took them home. Sadly, she sat on all of them and killed them, but still love her. So baby guinea pig number 1 and baby guinea pig number 2 and baby guinea pig number 3 are no longer with us. And I don't judge her because It's okay, these things happen, and we still love Mama Guinea Pig. Anyway, she's not the most friendly, so we try to like take her out and, here, Mama. Mama. Oh, no, Mama. Mama. That's Mama Guinea Pig. She's super happy. I also have big pigs, like real pigs. I have a pig named Nutmeg, and I was also pregnant with my 5th baby, with Bo. I was 5 months pregnant, and Nutmeg was adorable, but she peed everywhere, and my husband was nervous about a new baby coming in with a pig. So my best friend, Jenny Garth, offered to take Nutmeg. She has a farm, and she has another pig named Mia to take Nutmeg. Oh my God, what's he eating? I don't know.
It was something off the side of the guinea pig cage.
Oh, it's like an old, just like a thing to eat, like a piece of shit.
It's fine.
Do they make breath drops? So Jenny Garth raised my pig Nutmeg for 2.5 years, and then she was selling her farm, and she was like, you know, we need to find a home for your pig. And I was like, Bo's older now, he's 2.5, like, let's go for it. Let's try Nutmeg again. So we just got Nutmeg back, and my micro mini pig is 95 pounds now. So she's really big, but she's actually great, and she's really good with the kids. The kids love her. So now I do share custody of my pig with Jenny Garth. So we co-parent the pig. And then I decided to go one step further with the chaos and got 2 more pigs in the last month. So now we have 2 little pigs to keep Nutmeg company. We went to a pumpkin patch, and they had a little petting zoo, and they were saying after Halloween that they were gonna be putting the pigs up for adoption. So I put my name on the list because, you know, I just needed more animal chaos in my house. And we got the pigs. So now Nutmeg has friends. Dean usually says we have 5 kids together, like, too many animals, like, it's just, there's always a mess at the house. So he's like, let's minimize the pet situation. But then I catch him on like a really good day, and I'll be like, come on, babe, look how cute. And then he'll say yes, and then I get my animals, and then they mess everywhere, and then he's like, oh, story of my life. Anyway, these are my bearded dragons. I love bearded dragons. Never thought of myself as a reptile girl. Always thought it was kind of creepy, people that had reptiles. Sorry, no offense. But then one time I was at Petco, and I actually got a bearded dragon because my kids talked me into getting them. And since then, I'm a believer in bearded dragons. I gotta tell you, they are the most amazing pets. Very friendly, they love people, they love to sit on your shoulder, they love to watch TV. So these, I've actually hatched these because I became such a fan of bearded dragons that I was like, oh, I can even hatch my own. You get like a clutch. I think they call it a clutch. It's like bearded dragon eggs. We put them in a chicken incubator, and then they were like, okay, in 1 month they're gonna hatch. And they didn't. It was like 1 month, and then it was like a month and a half, and I was like, ooh, those eggs aren't gonna open. And the kids were like, where are the baby bearded dragons? And I was like, gosh, one day when they're at school, I'm gonna have to throw these eggs out because I think they're all dead. Then literally one morning, my daughter came running up, and she's like, bearded dragons have hatched. And I was like, what? She's like, I hear scratching. So we went down, and lo and behold, when they come out of the eggs, they literally look exactly like this, but tiny. And they were bouncing all over the chicken incubator. And then I looked, and I was like, oh my gosh, some of the eggs are half open and they can't get out. And I was like, okay, Dr. Spelling, here I come. And I delivered like 3 bearded dragons. I took the egg and like opened them up. And then when I pulled them out, they weren't breathing. And I was like, oh my God, oh my gosh. So I remembered that bearded dragons really love warm water. So I put them in warm water, and it was the coolest thing. It was like a shrinky dink. It was all like, and then it was like, ooh, hey. And they survived. So I actually, does that mean I'm like a doula? I'm like a bearded dragon doula? So I have delivered 14 bearded dragons in my lifetime so far. Pretty proud of that. So these 2, I actually did hatch myself. Which one are you? Let me see. Okay, this is Smushy, and this is Slushy. Didn't pick these names. Couldn't make these up if I tried. My kids named them. So I I started my love with bearded dragons because my kids talked me into getting one, but they are amazing. They're like little mini dinosaurs. And they oh, that's his mating call. He thinks you're cute. They're brothers, but they're really competitive over me, so we can't put them together. And they like sometimes to ride on the dogs' backs. So like Arthur is kind of like the bearded dragon's horse. There you go. And then I always have a chicken or 2 or 5 or 10 in my backyard at all times because I really wanted my kids to grow up with chickens. I wanted them to have fresh eggs. This actually started when my oldest son, who is now 12, Liam, was little. He wouldn't eat eggs. And I was like, who doesn't eat eggs? And I was like, you know what? I bet if he goes through the whole process of raising his own chickens and then he sees the eggs and he can go out and collect them, he'll eat eggs. And he didn't, but I started collecting chickens. So that was the start of my love of chickens. And they are amazing and we get fresh eggs, which actually paid off because eggs can be really pricey. And when you have this many kids, it's good to have your own in the backyard. Eggs. I don't keep my children in the backyard. Growing up, my dad was a huge dog lover, so we always had a ton of dogs at all times. But I always wanted a farm. I had this dream of having a farm. I really wanted to have like all kinds of farm animals and raise my kids with them. So now I do it in LA, in the city, which is bizarre. But so I'm thinking maybe we'll get a goat next because I want to make goat cheese. I'm really gonna make goat cheese. We want to, have our own backyard farm line of goat cheese. Is that weird? I love goat cheese. And I also encourage the kids to make everything. So that would be like a pretty cool DIY to have like our little goats and then we can make goat cheese. These are just a few of my pets. So we have Smushy, Slushy, Mama Guinea Pig, Arthur Bear Reynolds, Musso, and then there's Nutmeg, our 2 little baby piggies, and our chickens. And thanks to Grove Collaborative for sponsoring this video. And click the link below to start shopping. So don't forget to subscribe to Tori Tried and True and be a part of this madness.
Arthur Bear, come here. Come here, Arthur.
He's like, this is the worst day of my life.